Hello, my name is Emily O, and today I will be talking about the different foods within cultures. I got this idea from when I moved from America to Germany. This transition made me realize that there are certain events that are only celebrated within their cultures. However, there are some events that are celebrated all over the world no matter what the culture is. Occasions such as birthdays, religious holidays, and national holidays or festivals all have different values in separate cultures. In this podcast, I will be exploring some of these differences. The three main cultures I will be looking at are American. This is because I am an American, and this is the culture I relate to most closely. The German culture, because as I am living in Germany, I relate to this culture as well. And the last culture is the Australian culture. I chose this culture because I find it very interesting. It is in a different part of the world than I have ever been in, and being an island, it gives something different than the other two cultures. First up, I will be talking about how birthdays are celebrated by different people. In a survey I conducted using 43 respondents, about 70% of them said that yes, birthdays were an important part of their culture. And a South African respondent said that the ages of 13, 16, and 18 are very important to their culture. In the South African culture, it is traditional to celebrate a birthday by eating a peppermint tart crisp. In the focus group I organized, I had three different cultures represented: the American culture, the German culture, and also the Australian culture. Here are their thoughts on birthdays within their cultures. In the German nationality, the 16th and 18th birthdays are very important. The 16th birthday is so important because this is when you are officially legal to drink beer. Beer is a very large part of the German culture. The 18th birthday is important because this is when you are considered an adult. This is also the age where you become legal to get a driver's license. In America, there are three birthdays that are celebrated more so than the others. They are the ages 16, 18, and 21. On your 16th birthday, you can get your driver's license, and on your 18th birthday, you are legally an adult and can vote in political elections. Now, on your 21st birthday, you are legal to purchase and drink alcohol. A birthday that is not one of these three is still celebrated, usually with a party with family or friends, birthday cake and ice cream, and also presents. Now in Australia, there are no exceptional birthdays. There are none of them that are special as they are in America or in Germany. However, they are still celebrated. In the birthdays leading up to 10 or so, it is traditional to have a snack called fairy bread. Fairy bread is a piece of white bread spread with butter and coated with as many sprinkles as possible. My overall findings show that the celebrations of birthdays change depending on your family and where you live or come from. Next, I will be talking about how different cultures have different religious holidays and they have different ways that they celebrate those holidays. In the focus group, I asked if there were any religious holidays that were important to the culture, and if so, how are they celebrated? Here are their responses. In Australia, there is a very large range of religions, so it's hard to specify one for the culture itself. However, most people do celebrate Christmas. Since Christmas is in December, and in December it is summer there, they usually celebrate Christmas on the beach with family and friends. They will have a barbecue, usually entailing shrimp, sausage, and steak. In Germany, 65 to 70% of the population is Christian or Catholic. This makes it difficult to define any certain holiday because all of the Catholic holidays are very serious and important. Usually Easter is a very large celebration here. And they also participate in Lent, which is fasting the 40 days before Easter Sunday. This is where they do not eat meat on the Fridays leading up to Easter Sunday. In America, Easter is celebrated by going to church with your family. Then, after church, you have a brunch which includes ham, cheesy potatoes, and usually some type of egg. Then, after you eat, you typically go for an Easter egg hunt or you color dye eggs. In a survey that I conducted, 83% of the participants said that yes, they did in fact celebrate a religious holiday. An Indian respondent said that their family celebrates Diwali. This is for the Hindu religion, and it is the festival of lights. It is often celebrated by lighting off fireworks. Other people said that even though they may not be religious, they still celebrate some of the religious holidays for family and fun purposes. America is a very patriotic country. In this case, they celebrate many, many national holidays. Some of them include Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr., to remember all of the great things he did to put an end to racial injustices. Children usually would get the day off school, and oftentimes people would not have to go into work on this day. Independence Day, which is another very important holiday in America, this is the celebration of America breaking off from Great Britain. This holiday is celebrated by usually having a large party with family and friends, and usually people would have a barbecue with hot dogs and hamburgers and corn on the cob. They would also play lawn games such as cornhole or bocce ball. Then when it gets dark outside, there is usually a very large display of fireworks to watch. Thanksgiving is another celebration that is unique to the U.S. It is on the fourth Thursday of November. This is the remembrance of the peace treaty between the Native Americans and the Pilgrims. This is celebrated with close family and a large meal including a turkey, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and of course some pumpkin pie with whipped cream. In Australia, they celebrate Australia Day, which is the anniversary of the day the country was founded. Another important holiday is Anzac Day. This is the remembrance of the soldiers that died in World War II in the Gallipoli. They celebrate by eating Anzac biscuits. This is a cookie-like baked good that is made of mostly coconut and oats, which is what the soldiers would have eaten. In Germany, Oktoberfest is a festival which commemorates the marriage of Crown Prince Ludwig and Teresa von Sachsen-Hildburghausen. This festival is celebrated by women wearing the traditional German dress called a Dirndl and men wearing their lederhosen. During the festivities, people often eat pretzels and vice versa, as well as drink lots of beer. The celebration starts in September and ends in early October, which is strange because you would think it being Oktoberfest that it would start and end in October, but that is not the case. Through the survey, focus group, and extensive research, I have explored a lot of cultural differences through celebratory foods and traditions. Thank you for listening.